with us now, Congressman Adam Smith. He is the top Democrat on the House Armed Services Committee. Congressman, nice to have you back here on the Hill. We just played that soundbite there from Tim Walz. Let's start there. Tim Walz was asked last night about the advice that he would give to Kamala Harris if she were to become the commander-in-chief. And that was his response as it relates to Iran. He started talking about Donald Trump and crowd sizes. And if that was his go-to answer, Congressman, why should the American public feel, if Kamala Harris wins, that Tim Walz is the right person to be giving her advice in this situation?
Sorry, I don't accept your assessment there. I didn't see all of the debate. I didn't see what Tamara did not say, but I don't know what the questions were or what else was going on. It's completely wrong to say that Tim Walz doesn't think that Iran is important or how to handle it, or that his answer would be about Trump's crowd size. He was trying to win a debate. Well, so let's just move that question to the side for the moment and ask the more legitimate question of what would a President Harris do about the situation in Iran? I think she would follow up on a lot of what...
I was going to ask you that, Congressman, but he didn't directly answer the question. And it is the top responsibility, or up there, for a vice president.
I didn't see the question. I didn't see the answer. I'm not really in a position to evaluate that one little clip and whether or not he answered the question or whether it dealt with it or not. I'm sorry. I didn't watch that. I didn't see that. And it's not a useful amount of my time to try to defend one particular answer by Tim Walz in the debate. If you want to talk about Iran or even the campaign more broadly, happy to do so.
How do you think Kamala Harris, or at least Joe Biden, President Biden, should respond? There's a lot out there right now with what he said today, what Republicans have said. What's the right response?
Continue to support Israel. I think that's really important. Look, Israel tried to work with Hezbollah for a long period of time to say, stop lobbing missiles at us. They wanted to negotiate a 10-mile buffer zone. Hezbollah refused to do that, and Israel responded by taking out Hezbollah. And now they're going after the Houthis, and they've gone after Hamas as well very aggressively. And we support that, and President Biden has continued to support that. We have armed Israel and helped them. Even in this most recent attack from Iran, U.S. forces were involved in helping defend Israel. I think we need to continue to do that. I don't agree with the assessment that all they understand is strength. We have to hit them anywhere and everywhere. Let's remember, going back to Ronald Reagan, that Hezbollah committed 2 suicide bombing attacks against the U.S. Marine barrack and against our embassy, and Ronald Reagan just pulled out. Okay, he didn't stay in and fight because sometimes you don't want the wider war. I think there is a balance that needs to be struck, but we are unquestionably supporting Israel and their right to defend themselves right now.
Did President Biden, as you see it, Congressman, draw a red line today, and was he right to do so, if so?
I don't think he did draw a red line, and I don't personally believe in red lines. I think you need to give yourself maximum amount of flexibility. So no. I think he was offering advice, but I tend to agree that we should support Israel in their efforts to defend themselves, and that Iran has to pay a price for their support for Hezbollah, for their support for Hamas, for their support for the Houthis. Iran is the primary driver behind the destabilization of the Middle East, and they should be held accountable for that.
Congressman Adam Smith, Democrat from the state of Washington, top Democrat on the Armed Services Committee in the House. Congressman, thanks for being back with us once again here on the Hill.
Great. Thanks for the chance.
You got it.